And welcome, basketball fans, to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College as we are getting set tonight for a little basketball action, a little change of things. This is Bob Ritterott along with Mark West tonight. We'll have the call on this crosstown rival between MSUB and Rocky Mountain College. Mark, remember when we were, won't age you, but remember when we were back in high school and this was a pretty big event.
Yeah.
You probably don't remember as well being up there next to the Canadian border,
No.
but I know I didn't miss too many of these contests back in the 70s when these two teams, 60s and 70s, when these teams were playing. Always a great battle, and it's good to see them renew this rivalry here tonight at Rocky Mountain College.
Yeah, it sure is. And kind of the first game for MSU B here, Billings, and I guess Rocky's had 3 or 4 games, so a little rust maybe for the MSU Billings people. But we'll see, huh? It is fun to watch. I'm so glad they do this.
I know that's one thing that when Jamie Stevens came back and started coaching at MSUB, that was one thing that he said that called Coach Drykos and wanted to renew that little rivalry. So it's great they do it, both men and women.
Yeah, it is. It is cool, and it is something that the city, enjoys. And I noticed it was in the paper today, and so it'll be a cool see how it goes today. But
all right, we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk with Coach Drykos after this break. Hey, Scott.
I got to put different shoes on now.
We're not on yet, Bill. We're in a break. We'll be coming back here pretty shortly. Who's your starters?
Rob, Trent, Chad,
Rob,
Trent, Chad, Taylor, Ben.
Okay.
You guys got all this fancy stuff here. Oh, you're good.
About ready, Andy? And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Coach Drykos and another basketball season looking mighty fine.
Oh, man.
Here, let me straighten that tie a little bit.
Okay, yeah, do that. It's been slipping,
Yeah, there we go. Well, we got you. I got you looking good, man.
Yeah, good.
First home game. Been on the road for a few games, but talk a little bit about this team for starters.
Yeah, I mean, we're just really trying to figure ourselves out. Kids are doing good things, working hard, and, I think they're just really trying to figure each other out. And, biggest thing right now is we have different roles than you had last year, you know what I mean, with your returning guys. And then with your new guys, they're trying to figure out, what their role actually is, but trying to fit in and all that stuff. But it's a good group, and, they're working hard, and we're excited about where we can go.
Talk a little bit about the games that you played thus far, Coach.
Well, we went down to Wester. It was great to open up and get a tournament down there, and played Northwest Indian, and then we played Lethbridge, and both good games to get us going. A lot of guys got a lot of playing time, and then we opened up over here with Yellowstone Christian, their first game ever, so that was exciting, and they competed hard, and it's been a good start, and we know we got a long ways to go, but we're excited to see where we can go with it tonight.
Speaking of tonight, when Jamie came back, I know he wanted to keep this rivalry going. Talk a little bit about what it's like playing MSUB.
Yeah, I mean, I just said I guess we're the only two teams in Montana that have an inter-city rivalry, right?
Right.
I don't know if I'm wrong by that, but that's all I can
College,
think of.
for
You know,
sure,
so
yes.
that's pretty exciting. That's a pretty special experience for kids, and I think it's really special for kids. Jamie and I, we're looking to get out here and get better and use it as a game to, help each other and get better. But what a great thing for the community and for our kids and for our schools. And, I look for a good, hard-fought game tonight. hopefully we can find a way to come out on top.
Yeah, this has always been a battle. Mark and I were talking a little bit before you got on about what this game was like. Been back in the 60s, 70s. I remember when I was in high school coming to these games. And, of course, you've got a lot of history in this contest as well.
Yeah, been around it, and, it's an exciting game. And it's great to be a part of it as a player and now as a coach. And, I know, like you said, in the Eastern days, there's a lot of people, you love seeing people around the Fortin Center, railing up there, and hopefully we can continue to work back towards that.
Yeah. Coach, talk a little bit about, you got a new guy sitting beside you on the bench, Mr. Denver Cobb, come up. Talk a little bit about Denver and his history.
Yeah, Denver, played at Embry-Riddle, a great program, and then recently was coaching at Bethany College in Kansas there, and he's done a lot already, for us, and he's been a great fit. I've been fortunate. I've only had just very few assistant coaches, along the way, but they've all been really good, and so he's going to be another hat on top of that, that's going to be very good. And we're learning each other still and our styles and what we know, but he's brought a newness, and I'm really excited about working with him, and not only in basketball, but he's also been really good here at the college.
Yeah, definitely has been a big asset for the college and the athletic department, that's for sure. Coach, I'll let you go. Thanks for coming over tonight. Good luck, and it's good to kick off the season here at home in this game.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Great to see you. Thanks for everything.
All right, man.
Take care of yourself,
Have a good
right?
one.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Thanks a lot.
Where are we at, Andy? And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College as we get set for some basketball action. Bob Ritterott along with Mark. Yeah, I can hear you. Who are you talking to, Andy? Are we on the air, Andy? Are we going? All right. Back here at the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College, getting set for this crosstown rival here between MSUB and Rocky Mountain College. Looking for a big crowd here tonight as both student sections will be around, I'm sure, getting set for this basketball action. And I'm looking for a great game, Mark. MSUB had that exhibition game and against their alumni earlier and did pretty well there.
Yeah, kind of wasn't much of a game. It was very lopsided, but I suppose you could expect that. I mean, they're not in shape, and MSU Billings kids are, so yeah.
Yeah, it's as we talk about in that that exhibition game against their alumni, they had a couple of guys put quite a few points on the board for them. Emmanuel Johnson leading the way with 34 points. Kendall Denham, another one. Oh, excuse me, those are minutes.
Yeah,
all right.
Got to get used to
all
that
right.
graph.
Get used to the stats here. Had 18 points. And then you got Denham and Jordan Perry with 13 apiece. Christian Evans with 12, and Cade Elkhorn had 14 points. Then you got Mark Matthews down there at the bottom of the list at 12 points, and Jace Anderson, another Montana product, with 11 points. They put 106 points on the board in that contest against their alumni. But, you look back at that alumni team, there's a couple of pretty good players on there as well.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about Proctor, Glico, Mark Hamilton, Ty Elkin, and Buddy Windy Boy. Some pretty good ball players there as well. So good to see those guys come back and take on Jamie Stevens' team here to help them out and get them prepared for the season as well. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge on some of these names here I see for the MSU team here. So we'll see if we can pronounce some of those.
It's always a challenge the first time around, and it's going to be a challenge for me just getting used to getting out of football mode, I guess, to get back into basketball mode. So that's going to take a little bit of getting used to for sure for me. So.
Yeah, it should be quite a game. I mean, both teams really look forward to this game to play it, and it's the beginning of the year, and they both, are pretty healthy and everything. They're confident. They're playing well, both teams. So, it should be interesting to see how they feel each other out this first 5 to 8 minutes. So.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back after this with more here from the Fortin Center. 2 minutes, and then I'll get you.
How you doing? Good.
Bruce. And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Got the athletic director, Bruce Parker. Bruce, exciting night here.
Yeah, it is.
Playing your alumni here and the first home game of the season.
Yeah, I'm a graduate of Eastern Montana College, so
That's right.
I'm proud of that, and proud to be at Rocky Mountain College. You know, Bob, this is such a great game. It's great for the city of Billings. It's great for Rocky Mountain College and MSU Billings. Kind of gets their season started off. It's their opener, and it's our fourth game as our team comes in 3-0 on the season. But I'm excited because MSU Billings and Krista Montague and Jamie Stevens, have said, hey, we're going to continue to play this rivalry basketball game, and I think that's great for the city. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, Mark and I were talking a little bit earlier about, back in the 60s and 70s, you remember those games between Eastern and Rocky. I'm sure you were probably in a lot of them as well as I was, and I can remember this place was pretty new back then.
Hey, give me a break. The 60s were a little early for me.
Oh, okay.
But I was there for the 70s.
Okay.
When I was a sophomore at Billings Senior High School, we used to come over and watch the Eastern Rocky basketball games at both places, and we were great fans, and the gyms were filled up, and we're starting to fill up right now before this one starts tonight. But I think it's just good basketball. It's there's great tradition at both schools. I remember the Mike Harkins days, and now what Billy Drykosen has done for Rocky Mountain College, winning a national championship, going to nationals just about every year. These are two outstanding programs, and I think the community of Billings loves to see this kind of basketball.
Well, and as Coach Drykosen said a little bit ago, Bruce, this is the only inner-city rivalry, college rivalry game in the state of Montana.
Yeah, it is, and that's why it's special to us, and we want to keep it going. And it's very well played basketball. Both of them last year were within 5 points, and fortunately Rocky came out on top in both of them. But the women will play later here this month, and I think that's good for Wes Keller's program as well as Kevin Wooden. And, it's great when there's cooperation between the two schools, and we really value our relationship with Montana State University Billings.
Chris, talk a little bit about, you got a pretty good men's soccer team, volleyball team, kind of took one on the chin in LC. That's a tough place to win, but talk about some of the other sports going on.
Yeah, Bob, with volleyball, I tell you where it shows how much respect that Lori Kelly has garnered for her volleyball team. They lost a tough 5-setter to Lewis Clark State on the road, the team that was picked to win the conference. Rocky's going to win it. But she dropped one spot in the polls. She went from 4 to 5.
Yeah.
So the voters and the Raiders in the country know how good our volleyball program is and what kind of coach Lori Kelly is. So that's great. Ranked number 5 in the country, and hopefully can win a couple this weekend and clinch the Frontier title. In soccer, Richard Duffy does a great job. He coaches both the men and the women. The men are in the Cascade along with the women for the first time. They, this past weekend, clinched the Cascade Conference regular season title. What a great accomplishment. First time in the league, first year in the league, 15-1-1, 11-1-1 in conference. And they moved up to number 8 in the rankings this week, the highest Rocky Mountain College's men's soccer team has ever been ranked nationally. So kudos to Coach Duffy and what he's done. I'm very proud of what they've done. Not only did they win the regular season, they clinch an automatic berth for the NAI national tournament.
Yeah, they do have a conference tournament, but they still get to go.
Yeah, we'll go and have fun.
Yeah.
What the heck, we'll win that too, maybe.
Yeah,
but, the Cascade is an outstanding soccer conference. Our women sit in about 4th place right now. They have a chance to go into the postseason as well and win that conference tournament. So we're hoping that we can send 2 teams to national. To be good is expensive, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah. And let's talk a little bit about football. You got Southern Oregon coming in, defending national champion, and rated number 1 this week in the national poll.
Yeah, what better, Bob, a chance to beat the number 1 team in the country, to give your team a little incentive and a little motivation as you go into the weekend. Southern Oregon under Craig Howard, a great program. Rocky has always played Southern Oregon well, whether it was here in Billings or out in Ashland, Oregon. And I think Brian has a good game plan. Heartbreaker last week. Tough loss to Montana Western, a good Montana Western team. Some people thought the 2-point conversion was good. It was not. It was called no good. You raised your hand there. But it was a great battle. I was very proud of our football team and Brian Armstrong for coming back the way they did. They got down early, 14-3, came back and took a lead in that second half. So I'm hoping that the Battling Bears will have a good game plan this weekend and get after it.
All right, well, thanks for coming on, Bruce. I appreciate you coming over and talking to me as always. looking forward to an exciting game. Maybe we'll catch up with you a little bit at halftime.
That's great. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it.
We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll have our starters after this. We'll probably take another one into national anthem, Andy. Let's go 2. And welcome back to the Fortin Center and the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Bob Ridrod, Mark West with you. I want to thank Andy up in the booth for engineering our broadcast tonight here. And we're getting set for our starting lineups here tonight. Mark and his crosstown rival here. First of all, for MSUB Yellow Jackets, it'll be number 2, Kendall Denham, a 6-foot sophomore out of Malta, Montana. Number 3 will be Zach Lessinger, a 6'8 freshman out of Reno, Nevada. Number 22 will be Manuel Johnson, a 6'6 senior out of San Antonio, Texas. Number 24 will be Jordan Perry, a 6-foot sophomore out of Gilbert, Arizona. And number 33 will be Christian Evans, a 6'6 freshman out of Big Fork, Montana. So their head coach is Jamie Sneak, assisted by Brad Smith. Mark, a couple of familiar names on that MSUB roster.
Oh yeah, it's nice to see Kendall Denham on there from Malta. Big Fork guy, Evans, that's cool. Yeah, that's nice.
And I saw Christian Evans play in the state tournament a couple of years ago in Big Fork. Big factor in the Big Fours on that team there for them. Starting lineup for the Batman Bears of Rocky Mountain College will be number 1, a 5'9 junior out of Minneapolis, Trenton Pullard. Number 2 will be Chad Kennedy, a 6'1 sophomore out of Roy, Montana. Number 23 will be Taylor Longo, a 6'1 junior out of Littleton, Colorado. Number 30 will be Rob Beebe, a 6'5 senior from Honeywood, Montana. And rounding out Coach Drykosen's lineup tonight will be number 40, Ben Moorturkey, a 6'7 senior out of Conrad, Montana. And the head coach for the Batwin Bears is Bill Drykosen. He's assisted by Denver Cobb, James Bullock, Len Wilkins, and Niall Finney. As both teams taking the floor here, we're getting set for action here. And Mark, looking for exciting action. We talk a little bit about the MSUB having some Montana flavor. The Batwin Bears are going to start 3 Montana kids on this team as well. As we get set, ready to go for our tip-off here. And we are underway here as the Batwin Bears have the basketball. They're their first possession here at home. Cannonen has it on top. Cannonen takes it down to Ben Moorturkey. Back out to Neby. Neby's going to penetrate. Gets walled up there. The Jackets in a zone. Longo goes to the hole. It's going to be blocked. And we got a whistle. We're going to have a foul as Taylor Longo will go to the line to shoot a couple free throws here with under a minute to go in this ball game. As Taylor Longo goes to the line, he has a chance here to score the first points of the season here at home for the Batwin Bears. Longo, a very good free throw shooter in the past. And Taylor's free throw bounces around, no good. As Longo getting set to go, that personal foul was against, trying to see there, Lessinger picked up his first foul. Free throw good by Longo. Bears coming out with a little bit of full court pressure here as they get the ball up the floor quickly to Perry. Back outside to Deedham. Deedham has the basketball, goes to Longo, gets the steal, kicks it out to Pollard. Pollard takes the ball at the hole, puts it up. It's bounces around, no good. Rebound comes down to Lessinger. Lessinger brings it back the other way as it goes to Perry. Down in the corner, now back out on top. Deedham, the ball stolen by Longo. Longo goes to the hole, puts it up, and everybody's wanting a goaltend on that. That was close, but Pollard comes back with it. Mark goes up. No shots, no good, and Kendall Deedham gets the rebound, and Deedham comes back the other way. Action a little fast and furious as we come back. Evans takes it to the hole. We got a whistle and a foul, and it's going to be an offensive charge on Christian Evans. That'll be his first. The big guy out of Big Four.
Good charge by the Rocky kids. Good start for Rocky here.
A lot of up and down play here thus far as the Bears lead this contest 1-0. 18:49 to go here in the first half. Pollard with the basketball, goes to Cannonen. Cannonen inside to Neby. Neby turnaround jumper from the baseline, good. Robbie picks up the first field goal of the season here at home. Deedham comes back the other way. They swing it far side to Perry. Perry with the basketball. Deedham top of the key for 3. Off the front iron. Moorturkey with the rebound. Longo with the basketball coming up the left side. And a little stutter step, kicks it out to Cannonen on top. Chad with the basketball, penetrates, finds Moorturkey underneath on the pick and roll, no good. Rebound comes down to Christian Evans. Evans comes back to Perry. Perry will bring it up. He looks inside. He's going to penetrate. We got a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Chad Cannonen. As Chad playing good body defense there. Picks one up on the drive. And the Jackets will inbound the basketball under their own basket. Perry will inbound the ball, kicks it out to Deedham. Deedham has it. Kendall kicks on the top to Johnson. Johnson, the leading scorer. He puts up the three-pointer in that alumni game. Evans had the rebound. Neby steals it away. Comes up the left side. Neby takes it to the hole. He'll use his body. Moorturkey with the follow. Ben Moorturkey picks up 2 on the follow and the tip back. Deedham with the basketball on the left side. Deedham looking inside, nothing there. Kicks back out. Perry with the basketball on top. Perry kicks to Lessinger. Lessinger takes it to the hole. It's up and good. 5-2 our score. 17:31 to go here in the first period. Pollard brings it across the timeline for the Batwin Bears up the right side. Goes to Cannonen. Chad guarded there heavily as the Jackets playing a little zone defense here. Moorkirk kicks out to Longo for three in the corner. Taylor long on that one. Deedham gets the rebound. As Taylor comes back the other way, it's Perry. Perry with the basketball out on top. Goes to Evans. Evans drops down to Johnson. Johnson has it stolen away by Longo. Taylor Longo up the middle of the floor. Takes it to the hole. Kicks out Cannon for three on the right side. Good! Chad Cannon out of Roy, Montana. Picking up that first three-pointer here in the ball game. 8-2, Bears on top. 16:44 to go here in the first half. As Evans takes it to the hole. And, excuse me, that is Swen Schutte picking up that foul.
Another charge foul.
That's the second charge foul, Mark. 2 charges on the Yellow Jackets as we got subs into the game.
Yes, we do.
Joel Stoke comes in for the Bears along with Derek Graves coming in. Graves, a player that's played quite a bit with the Battling Bears here. Had a lot of injury trouble the past few years, but good to see him out here on the floor. And it's Pollard. Goes to Stoke. Stoke to Cannon. Cannon looking inside. Nothing there. Neeby has it on top. Neeby puts the ball on the floor. Goes to the hole. It's up and good. As Robbie picks up a basket. 16-22. Rocky
nice
on top. 10-2. Basketball out on top. We got subs in here. That is Mark Matthews with the basketball for the Jackets. Kicks on the far side to Jace Anderson, another Montana product. And Matthews pull-up jumpers, no good. Rocky doing well on the boards here tonight as Pollard picks up another one. Pollard takes it, goes to Stoke. Stoke baseline jumpers, good as Joe Stoke gives the Battling Bears a 12-2 lead here, 15-46. And the shot, top of the key, no good. Rebound fought for. Stoke tips it out to Pollard. Pollard up the right side. Pollard takes it to the hole, kicks it out to Neeby for three. Robbie's shot's going to be long off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for. And Joel Stokes going to pick up his first personal foul. That'll be the second team foul on Rocky. Deanham coming back into the game.
Both teams playing real aggressive man-to-man. And Rocky's being pretty patient on offense, getting some good shots.
I was kind of looking, Mark. I think MSUB's kind of mixing their defense up. They're playing a little bit of zone down here too, I think. So it'll be Jacket basketball. Deanham will bring it up the right side for the Jackets. 15:30 to go here in the first half. Deanham kicks it out to Anderson. Now they go inside underneath to the big man under there. That is Cade Elkhorn. Picking up a basket, 12-4, Rocky on top. Pollard with the basketball, far side to Neeby. Robbie has it, it's going to penetrate, takes it to the hole again. It's up and good. As Neeby picks up a nice screen on top from Stoke and gets the easy 2-pointers. Ball on the far side, that's Matthews. Deanham, 3-pointer, top of the key, in and out, no good. And Tanneman with the big rebound, kicks it up to Pollard on the right side. 14:50 to go here in the first half. Pollard looking for a screen. Gets it. Kicks it outside. Derek Graves with it. He'll bring it back on top. Picks up his dribble. Now needs somewhere to go with it. And he'll get it to Pollard.
That was close.
Threaten Pollard. Yes, that was close to a 5-second call. And the shot clock running down. Pollard puts one up. And it's going to be rebounded by Anderson. Jace Anderson puts up the floater. It's in and out. No good. Neeby with the rebound. Robbie bringing it back to the right side for the Battling Bears. 14-17. We got a whistle and a foul on the perimeter. This one's going to go against Jace Anderson. As Anderson fouling Robbie on the drive. It'll be Bear basketball underneath. We'll see Terry Lee Wedgeworth for the first time tonight, a 5'10 junior out of Aurora, Colorado for the Battling Bears. And also coming in for the first appearance here, freshman Danny Betcher, 6'7 freshman out of Billings. Taylor Longo coming back in as well for Chad Kenneman. Graves will inbound the basketball. Gets it into Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth taking it in, finds Stoke underneath. Nice reverse play by Joe Stoke, up and good.
Nice play.
Anderson with it, kicks it back out to Perry. Perry Back out on top. That is Beverly with it. To Matthews. Matthews with the basketball. Matthews to Beverly. Beverly going on top against Betcher. Shot in the corner is Jace Anderson. No good. Rebound is put up by Alcorn. It's no good. And the Bears have the rebound coming the other way. Derek Graves on the right side for the Batland Bears. Goes out on top to Betcher. Betcher goes to Longo. Taylor penetrates in the hole. Nowhere to go, and he's going to be whistled for a charge as Taylor Longo's going to pick up the charge. Mark, that's the third charge call in this ball game. These guys are going to have to realize that, they're going to call that. We have a timeout on the floor. 13:27 to go in the first half. It's Rocky 16, MSU 4. We'll be back in 1 minute. And welcome back to the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Bob Ritter on along with Mark West here tonight as the place is starting to fill up here, Mr. Parker. Athletic Director Bruce Parker here with me as well on the left side of me as the Jackets inbound the basketball. A little bit of full court pressure here, Mark, by the Bears once again. Perry has it, goes to Beverly. Beverly goes to Keenum. Kendall Keenum. I got it kind of straight there. Keenum with the basketball. Kicks it out to Evans. Perry back to Kendall Keenum out of Malta. Maybe got away with a little walk there. They get it inside. The ball's tipped loose. And it's going to be Johnson. Emmanuel Johnson coming down with it. And we got a 24-second violation against the Jackets. Great defense there by the Batland Bears with 12:56 to go here in the first half. Rocky on top by 12, 16-14. Wedgeworth with the basketball, goes to Longo. Longo looking inside. Longo, great shooter, got great penetration skills, and we're going to have an illegal screen there on Ben Moorkirky as Moorkirky will pick up his first foul. That'll be team foul number 4 on the Batland Bears. 12:45 to go, 16-14 Rocky as Wedgeworth will pick up Keenum in the backcourt. Goes down in the far side to Perry. Perry with the basketball, brings it back out on top. Bears in the man-to-man defense. Shot's going to be put up by Johnson, no good. And Wedgeworth runs down the loose ball, and he'll bring it up across the timeline. Wedgeworth looking for somewhere to go with the basketball there and nearing a 5-second call, and Danny Betcher couldn't quite hang on to the tough pass there, and it'll be out of bounds. Turnover to the Jackets, but not many turnovers here in this ballgame, actually, Mark, for the Bears, as fast-paced as it is.
Yeah, Bears have done very well. They only have 3 turnovers, and that one there, he dribbled down in the corner and picked it up.
And Kendall Keenum's going to hand it off. Now it's back to Keenum. Keenum looking inside the big guy, Alcorn there, nothing there. Good defense by Ben Moorkirky on the big side, on the big guy inside. And Alcorn gets a shot blocked by Moorkirky. Talk about big defensive play. Yeah. Big Ben made one there. Jackets inbound, go to Keenum. Keenum with the ball out on top to Johnson. Johnson's baseline jumper is going to be good. Emmanuel Johnson, a 6'6 senior out of San Antonio, hits that 10-foot baseline jumper. 16-6. Rocky on top. Wedgeworth finds Derek Graves wide open for 3. Graves off the backboard, rebound underneath. to Moorkirky. He gets it out to Longo. Taylor finds Moorkirky underneath, off Ben's hands. It'll be out of bounds. As I think Ben probably thought Taylor was going to go up for the shot there. As Robbie Neby gets set to come back into the ball game for the Battling Bears. Johnson with the ball out on top to Deanham. Deanham with the basketball to Johnson. Johnson with it on the perimeter. Good ball movement. Perry's going to penetrate against Longo. We got a whistle and a foul. And they're going to have another offensive foul against the Jackets.
Yeah, they've had a lot of charges.
Jordan Perry, that's the fourth charge called here. 3 on MSUB, 1 on Rocky in this ball game. And the officials kind of lean into the defensive players this year, looks like thus far, Mark.
Yeah.
Wedgeworth brings the ball back up the other way for the Battling Bears. Got a new player, that's Hardaway into the game for the Bears as Betcher goes to work. Nice work. Left-hander up, no good. Rebound comes down to Evans. Evans will bring it back the other way. He takes it all the way to the hole, and we're going to have another charge as Evans just flat runs over Rob Neby. And Neby taking the charge. That is the 4th charging foul against the Jackets here in this ball game.
Yeah, that's about their 8th turnover, and 4 of them are charges.
And Pollard comes back into the ball game for the Battling Bears. For the Bears on the floor, we got Pollard, Longo, Betcher, Neby, and Hardaway. Pollard with the ball out on top. And it's going to be knocked loose by Emmanuel Johnson. He goes up, and it's 2 as Johnson gets the big slam, and that gets the yellow and blue fired up in the stands. 16-8, Rocky on top. Hardaway takes it to the hole, and he's going to be called for a charge as well.
Yeah.
So,
being very consistent with
yes,
that call.
Hardaway picks up his first personal here in the ball game. Team foul number 5 against the Jackets.
Rockies kind of had some, last few minutes, had some turnovers.
Cleaning up a little moisture on the floor down here, looks like, after that collision there underneath. Mark, there's a few new rule changes in men's basketball. We'll talk about some of them when we get a chance. As Deanham comes back the other way. Has the ball on top, goes to Beverly. Beverly, he'll swing it around near side to Matthews. Now they get it inside to the big guy, Alcorn, for 2. The 6'6 freshman out of Fresno, California. 16-10. Rocky on top. Longo loses the handle on the ball. It's picked up by Hardaway. As Hardaway has it on the left side, he'll go out, set things up. Hardaway penetrates, nothing there. Kicks to Betcher. Betcher takes it to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. As Danny Betcher, the freshman out of Billings West, with a big power play to the basket. As Beverly picks up his first foul, Mark.
Yeah.
And 17 fouls on MSUB, 5 on Rocky. As Joel Stoltz getting set to come back in. He'll come in for Betcher. The left-hander, Danny Betcher, puts it up and in. Rocky kind of on a little dry spell here, as that's the first points they've scored for a few minutes. 17-10, Rocky on top of MSUB here. Live from the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College, First Interstate Bank court, and the ball is loose on the floor on the miss, and it is Matthews coming back the other way. Kicks it to Beverly. The left-hander gets the 3-pointers up and good. 17-13, the Jackets coming back here. Bears with a 4-point lead, 9:32 to go in the ball game. It's Neby taking a nice turnaround fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Matthews. Matthews comes back the other way. Beverly with it out on top. Goes far side to Jace Anderson. Anderson with the basketball into Alcorn. Alcorn going to work underneath, and he's going to be fouled by Betcher as Cade Alcorn will go up to the free throw line here. Big boy, this Mr. Alcorn.
Yeah, he is very impressive under the basket on the block. He is very fundamentally sound. Little jump hook, fake step through. I mean, he's got some nice fundamentals.
Coach Stevens picked up a nice freshman here with the left-hander short on that free throw. The Rocky contingent student body's letting him hear about that one.
Maybe that's the...
Joe Stalk into the game here as the shot's no good. Beverly gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Jay Sanders around to Matthews. Matthews to Beverly. It's going to be stolen away. Hardaway with the slam. As that almost looked like Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway puts one away for the Battling Bears.
It was reaching in there. He got a little...
Definitely a big-time steal and dunk by Hardaway out there in the middle of the floor, Mark.
wow.
I thought he was leaving the floor a little bit too early, but he's got a little bit of hang time.
Oh, he had a serious hang time.
Coming back into the game for the Jackets is Zach Lessinger, 6'8" freshman out of Reno, Nevada. So some pretty good size in this freshman class of Coach Stevens.
Yeah, they got some big kids.
Free throw no good. Rebound comes down to the Battling Bears. Hardaway taking it to the hole once again. Puts up the floater. No good. And there's Mr. Neby. Rob Neby with the tip in underneath. 21-13. Rocky on top. 8:34 to go here in this first half. Jace Anderson with the ball on top. Bears the man-to-man defense. Beverly taking it to the hole. Puts it up. He's going to be fouled. Can't finish. But Beverly, another freshman for Coach Stevens. We'll go to the charity stripe here to shoot a couple free throws. That foul is going to go against Hardaway. That's his second personal. 18 fouls on Rocky, 7 on MSUB. Chad Cannon coming back in.
Missed some good free throws here, MSU has.
And we got a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. 8:24 to go. 21-13. Rocky on top. We'll be back in 30.
Visit the Frontier Conference. www.frontierconference.com for all the updated scores and information, along with a viewing list of our many friends of the Frontier sponsors. Don't forget Frontier fan travel and making your hotel accommodations during your travels around the Frontier Conference region.
And welcome back to the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Bob Ritter out along with Mark West here tonight, as it's going to be Preston Beverly at the free throw line for the Jackets. His free throw's up and good. 21-14, Rocky on top here with 8:23 to go here in this first half. First home game for the Battling Bears, crosstown rivalry against MSUB. As Neby takes it to the hole, and he's going to be fouled by Beverly, as Beverly got a little push in the back. Got a nice block on that, but the foul before that block. As Robbie will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. That'll be 18 fouls against the Jackets as well. The first on second foul on Beverly. Perry coming back in as well as Denham. Free throws up and good.
Yeah, I think the Jackets, they've had a hard time guarding Rob. He's gone to the basket numerous times.
Rob's kind of deceiving, Mark. I think he's got a pretty good first step, you know, and he gets kind of gets a jump on people, but then does a very good job of taking care of the basketball after that. Second free throw's up and good. Rob Neby, the leading scorer on this Battling Bear basketball team this year. Denham comes down, goes to Anderson, and they're going to throw it away as Alcorn coming down the floor. Definitely not expecting that pass. The big guy out there around the point position. Bad pass there.
I got him for 11 turnovers already. I mean, that's a lot.
And it's going to be Pollard with the shotter.
Graves.
Eric Graves goes up and gets the tip in for a huge putback. Shot in the corner. That's Jace Anderson for three. 25-17. Pollard comes back the other way for the Bears. Hits Cannon. Cannon tries to go at the hole. And we're going to have a blocking foul against Acorn. Acorn picks up that foul. It'll be Chad Cannon going to the charity stripe here for the. Watch my wires there, Bruce.
It's going in for a 1-on-1.
And it'll be a 1-on-1 here for Chad Cannon. Nine team fouls on the Jackets here. Chad's free throw's up and good. He'll get another chance here. Chad Cannon, the most valuable player of the state tournament, as they won the state championship out of Roy Winifred a few years back. Second free throw's up and good as well. Coming back into the game will be Taylor Lee Wedgeworth.
Coming in for Cannon.
And Evans coming back into the Jackets as well. He'll replace Perry. Jacket basketball in the backcourt. 27-17. Rocky has led from the get-go in this ball game. 7:37 to go here. Pollard picks up Beanham. Anderson with the basketball. Far side goes to Johnson. Emmanuel Johnson goes to Deanham. Deanham goes inside to Acorn, has it knocked loose, turns around, puts up the jumper, no good. And Graves comes down with the rebounds. He'll get it to Pollard. Pollard goes to Graves, back out to Neby. Robbie on top. Looked at the free throw line jumper, goes to Stoke. Joel Stoke went off the back iron, and it'll come down to Johnson. Johnson brings it up, goes to Anderson to Deanham. To Acorn. Acorn, long shot from the far side, no good. And the rebound comes down to Joel Stoke. Pollard takes it up. Nothing there. They kick it back out. Neby takes it to the hole once again, and Robbie picks up two more on the drive. Great penetration once again by Robb. Comes back the other way as Jace Anderson with the ball on top. Guarded out there by Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth and Pollard, the two guard transfers coming in here, playing the guard positions at the present time for the Bears. As they go down in the baseline, nice jumper by Emmanuel Johnson, the senior out of San Antonio.
Step back shot.
29-19, 6:01 to go. They get it in the corner to Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth looking for somewhere to go. Ball's going to be knocked loose, picked up by Evans. Evans has it. Finds Anderson. Anderson, three-pointer, long one, no good. And Pollard with the rebound. 5:41 to go here in the first half. 29-19, Rocky on top. Pollard walks it up. Shot clock at 20. Neby, three-pointer, right side, nothing but net. And Robbie Neby hits the big three-pointer. 32-19. Robbie's got some points on the board here tonight, Mark.
He's got 15 already.
15 of the 32 points for the Batland Bears as Deanham with the basketball gets a big screen out there by Evans. Anderson with the three-pointer off the iron, no good. Pollard with the rebound. Pollard up across the timeline. Looks to penetrate. Step back, 12-footer, no good. Rebound by Joel Stoke. Stoke to Graves. Graves shot, baseline, no good. And it's Deanham with the rebound. Deanham brings it up the left side, takes the ball, kicks it off to Evans underneath. It's up and good. As Coach Drykosen wanting to charge there, as Wedgeworth going to get it over to Pollard on the right side. 23 seconds on the shot clock, 4:36 here in the first half. Pollard kicks it around. Neby, three-pointer left side. Robbie for three more. Rob Neby has 18 of the 35 points here for the Batland Bears.
Wide open three.
You got to guard him, somebody that hot. They got to know who to guard here.
Yeah.
Johnson puts a shot up, no good. Stoltz with the rebound. Pollard will bring it up across the timeline for the Bears. Got a hole, penetrates, takes the ball to the hole. He's going to be fouled by Kendall Deenham. And he'll go to charity stripe.
Shoot 2.
And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 4:03 to go here in the first half. 35-21 Rocky. We'll be back in a minute.
Media timeout called on the floor. Fans, don't forget tonight we are raising money to help 2 members of the Rocky family facing significant cancer-related health issues. Bob and Robin Cummings need our help. Please come to the Hall of Fame room to see all the ways to raise money.
And welcome back to the Fort Center and the campus of Rocky Mountain College, First Interstate Bank. Mark, you brought up a good point. MSU with 21 points, Rob Needy with 18 here with 4:03 to go here in the first half. But gosh, that last time there was nobody around him on that three-pointer. I'm sure Coach Stevens is going to talk about that. If he didn't at this time out at halftime, you got to know who the shooters are.
Yeah, well, Rob's been a shooter for a couple years, so I don't. Yeah, can't leave him open.
And it's going to be Pollard at the line here for the Batman Bears.
Shooting 2.
Pollard eyes it up, and it is up and good. 36-21 as the Jackets snuck back into this. They got it down to 6, I believe, Mark, and the Bears have pulled away behind Rob Needy's hot shooting. And that second free throw's up and good. It's back to a 16-point Batman Bear lead. Deenham with the ball out on top. Kendall guarded out there by Wedgeworth. Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. Wedgeworth picks up the loose ball. Wedgeworth has Pollard. Pollard underneath, and he goes up. It's good. I don't know how he got that one up through there, but great job by Trenton Pollard to get that one up through the trees. Rocky's biggest lead of the night, 39-21, with 3:29 to go in this first half. Johnson on the baseline. He's going to be fouled down there by Derek Graves. Touch foul there.
Yeah.
That'll be the first foul on Graves.
That's his first personal foul.
19 fouls on the Batman Bears.
Shooting a 1-and-1.
Johnson's free throws up and good. 39-22. Shot clock this year in men's basketball, Mark, 30 seconds from the 35 seconds from last year.
That is a big change.
Big change. You know, a little full court defensive pressure takes a lot of time off the clock because that second free throw was good, but that's going to change the strategy of the game a little bit. Pollard with the basketball, goes to Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth inside. Navy turnaround, step back, jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Deenham. Deenham with the basketball, tries to go up the middle, a little bump and go there, and no good. Evans with the big rebound. Evans goes out to Jace Anderson. They swing it around. Deenham has it on the left side. Kendall back out to Anderson. To Evans. Emmanuel Johnson with it, back out to Deenham. Anderson wanting that three-pointer, nothing there. Good defense by Wedgeworth. Johnson takes it. Shot clock at 7. Deenham with the baseline jumper, no good. Ben Morkirky fights for the big rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Cade Elkhorn. underneath on that rebound, and Big Ben will make the trip down the floor to shoot some free throws here.
Yeah, that was a lot of patience that time by the Jackets. They made a number of passes there.
I think Coach Stevens probably wants to slow this pace down a little bit. The Bears doing a very good job in transition here, picking up points. So he may want to slow it down here the rest of this first half and maybe try it, see if it's going to work for the second half. Ben's free throw is going to be off, no good. Beverly coming back in for the Jackets, as well as Mark Matthews. I'm impressed with this freshman class that Coach Stevens has brought in.
Yeah, they've got some talent.
Warkirky's free throws up and good. 2:35 to go here in the first half. Rocky has a 40 spot on the board. 40-23 over MSUB. Matthews goes to Anderson. Anderson looking for Beverly, stolen by Neby. Neby comes down the left side behind the referee, step back, looked at the three, goes to Pollard. Pollard shots up, no good. Warkirky fighting for the boards, and it's going to come down to Evans of the Jackets. Goes to Anderson. Anderson, a little hesitation, dribble, goes up, no good. Big put up there by Beverly, as Preston Beverly comes out of nowhere, other than Wilmore, California, for the big tip in. Wedgeworth takes it to the hole, puts it up off the glass. It's good. Terry Lee Wedgeworth, the 5'10 junior out of Aurora, puts it in for two. Couple Colorado kids on this Battling Bear team. Wedgeworth and Taylor Longo. Johnson's free throw or three-pointer no good. Warkirky with the rebound. 1:30 to go here, as Chad Cannon is set to come back in for the Bears at the next dead ball. Pollard with the basketball, goes to Warkirky, out to Neby, swings it around to Pollard. Pollard, long three-pointer, good. As Trenton Pollard puts it in for three, 45-25. Rocky's biggest lead of the ball game. 20 points here with a minute to go here in the first half. Jace Anderson with it for the Yellow Jackets. Goes to Beverly. Beverly hits Johnson on the roll, no good. Little give and go there. And well, you got to make those, Mark. Those are tough ones.
Yeah, that was a wide open layup.
Pollard with the basketball coming the other way. Graves with it on the left side. Kicks out to Neby. Wide open for three. And Robbie's going to be a little short. Big rebound by Warkirky. Up and good. As Ben Warkirky goes up for the board and puts it back in.
Nice
47-25. Battling Bears on top. Johnson with it out on top. Takes it down to Matthews. Matthews has it out there wanting to do something with it. And he does. He takes it to the hole right at Warkirky. Puts it up in good. Pollard will bring it back up here for the Battling Bears as the clock's running down. 5-3. Pollard has it, takes it to the hole. A little scoop layup is up and good. And Trenton Pollard takes it to the hole with a scoop shot. They'll wind up our first half and give Rocky their biggest lead of the night. 49-27. We're at halftime here at the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Bob Smith Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Service, Avitas Group, Cooper Tires, Tire-Rama, and Alpha Graphics, Wendy's, Ortho Montana, First Interstate Bank, Lamar Advertising, and the Billings Hotel and Convention Center. Fans, don't forget to stop upstairs on the south end of the gymnasium for all of your concession stand needs. All concessions today are hosted by Sodexo. I want you to be Fans, don't forget to come on down to the court for the Papa Shot. $1 per shot. $1 per shot. Today's Papa Shot is sponsored by Pepsi of Billings. Come on down and pop a shot.
How much time we got, Andy? Okay.
For all you baseball fans out there watching the World Series, it's the bottom of the fifth inning with 2 outs. Game is tied at 1-1. Mets and Royals are tied 1-1, bottom of the fifth.
And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. It's basketball action, men's basketball at its finest here as a little crosstown rivalry as the Battling Bears taking on MSUB here tonight. And it's the Battling Bears on top, 49-27 here in this first half, as it was Trenton Pollard hitting a nice scoop shot on that last play of the game to put the Bears up by 22, their biggest lead of the night. Mark, are you ready for some stats?
Sure. For the Rocky Mountain College, 49 points. Total points, Rob Neby has 18. Start the first half. Amazing first half by Rob. We also have Ben Moorkirky with 5. Trenton Pollard with 9. Chad Kennanen with 5. And we got Taylor Longo with 1. Terry Lee Wedgeworth with 2. Derek Graves with 2. Jelani Hardaway with 2. And we got Danny Betcher with 1. And Joel Stolik with 4. Give us 49 points. They have 7 turnovers. And for rebounds, they have 23 rebounds. And offensively with 6. So that first half, the Rocky boys 18 for 37, shot 48%, and 4 for 9 from the 3-point for 44%. Shot the ball very well. Free throws 9 for 12. Played very well the first half. Rocky Mountain Bears. So for our visitors, Montana State University Yellow Jackets, we have Kendall Denham with total points of 0. Thought he scored, but I guess not. Zach Lessinger with 2. Emmanuel Johnson with 6. We have Preston Beverly with 6. Mark Matthews with 2. Jace Anderson with 3. Jade Alcorn with 4, giving them 5 total points. They have 13 turnovers, 19 total rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. They are shooting 10 for 30, 33% from the field, 2 for 12 from the 3-point line of 16%, and free throws 3 for 7 for 42. So the MSU Jackets have really struggled here the first half, and just their shooting alone and the turnovers has really put them down here early. So there you go, Bob.
Well, our halftime score here once again, Rocky on top, 49-27 over MSUB. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll call them back, and we'll talk with head women's coach Wes Keller after this 2-minute timeout.
Let's hear it for the little man down there. Good job, buddy. get a free 2-liter bottle of soda. Tonight's bottle shop is sponsored by Pepsi of Billings. Also, don't forget to visit the Hall of Fame room to help raise funds for Bob and Robin Cummings of Rocky Mountain College as they battle their medical expenses. Once again, Hall of Fame room to raise some funds for Bob and Robin Cummings.
What do we got, Andy? Okay. And welcome back to the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. This is Bob Ritter. I've got head women's coach Wes Keller. Coach, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Bob. How about yourself?
Well, living the dream, man.
Yes, you are.
Watching the Bears kick butt.
Yeah, it's been a good game so far, especially if you're a Rocky fan.
Yeah, definitely. I think men playing pretty well here. Rob Neeby having a great first half.
Yeah, Rob had a tremendous first half. What do you have? 18 points, 7 for 12 from the field. He kind of got us going here, and you know, MSUB. It looks like it's their first game jitters, and they got a lot of young kids. So be curious to see how it shakes out here in the second half.
Wes, let's talk a little bit about that women's program. You're leading the conference, man. You're 5-0.
I wish that were conference wins, but no, we're doing okay. You know, we are 5-0. Our competition's going to get much stiffer starting this week. We head to Jamestown College. He's ranked 6th in the preseason poll in the NAI Division II. And then on Saturday we take on a pretty good Valley City State team. Coach,
you had those 5 games. Kind of talk about what you see of this team. You know what you expected. I guess you know what you want to see happening is actually happening.
Yeah. First off, I'm proud of our returners. You know, they've done a good job helping the newcomers understand what Rocky women's basketball is about, what our program's about. I really like our length. You know, we're longer and more athletic than we were last year. And I also feel we have multiple threats out on the floor that can score the basketball at one time this year. So, you know, we've been focused on the defensive end. I know our first game of the year we gave up 44 points, which was the most we've given up so far. So I think if we can continue to pound home, hey, we got to get stops instead of let's trade baskets, we'll be okay.
Coach, a few rule changes in college basketball this year. Talk about the one in women's. I know there's some difference in free throw stuff. Just kind of let us know what the rule changes are on the women's side.
Well, first off, we went to 4 10-minute quarters. There is no longer a bonus 1-and-1 situation. Each quarter on the 5th foul, both teams shoot 2 free throws, and then they're reset after the end of the quarter. Trying to think what else. It's a little bit of an adjustment with the way you sub because, you know, you play 10-minute quarters and then there's a media timeout at 5. And I guess one of the biggest things is the timeouts are different than what they were before for us.
Yeah, I mean, and I would think that the free throw shooting thing is going to come into play, you know, sometime down the line, shooting, you know, 5. Is it going to speed the game up, do you think, going this route? I think that's kind of what they were after.
It's hard to tell. I mean, seemed like 40 minutes of basketball, whether you're playing 2 20-minute halves or 4 10s. So, as long as we come out on the right side of the scoreboard, I'm happy with whatever we play.
Well, Coach, you got a lot more size on this team this year than what you had last year. I was watching you practice here tonight. I thought your bigs got up and down the floor pretty good.
Yeah, we're still wanting to play at a high tempo, push the ball, and I feel like this year we have players playing in their right positions, where last year we had to kind of mix and match. And I like our depth. We got kids that can come off the bench, and they either shoot the basketball well or they're good defenders. So, I'm really excited. We got a lot of work to do, and I'm excited about our games this weekend. That'll definitely tell us or give me a better gauge of where we're at in the year. So.
All right. Well, thanks for coming over, Coach. Appreciate your time, and good luck this weekend.
Hey, thanks a lot, Bob.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute timeout. We come back. We'll have our second half action.
Hey, 5-0. Hey, 5-0. Keep saying 5-0.
And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. As we get set for our second half action, it's the Battling Bears on top by the score of 49-27 here in the first half. And Rob Neby leading the way of scorers here. Mark, he's got 18. At one time it was MSUB 21, Neby 18, and the other players have really stepped up here, though, putting this other 49 points on the board here. We're going to start this second half. Both teams going to go with the same starters as they started this ball game with. For the Battling Bears, it'll be Pollard, Cannonen, Longo, Neby, and Morkirky. For Jamie Stevens, MSU Billings Yellow Jackets, it'll be Dienham, Lessinger, Johnson, Perry, and Evans. As we are set, ready, it'll be MSUB basketball here to start this second half. And Dienham gets the inbounds pass from Lessinger. Dienham looking inside, nothing there. Back outside to Lessinger. Perry, excuse me. Evans with it, far side. They go into Lessinger. Now they get it down inside to Johnson. Johnson can't finish, and it's going to be Longo coming out of there with the rebound. Comes back outside. Taylor Longo, top of the key for three. In and out, no good. And we got a whistle and a foul
Yeah, Ben.
Ben Moorkirky picking up his second personal foul. First team foul on the Batman Bears here in this first half. Just underway, 19:30 to go in the half. As Perry has the basketball, goes to Evans, swings it far side. Perry, nice head and shoulders fake, puts one up, it's going to be short. Rebound fought for, and Cannon comes down with the rebound, gets it to Pollard. Pollard brings it up across the timeline for the Batman Bears. Pollard in the corner to Longo. Longo goes baseline, kicks it out to Cannon for three. In and out, no good. Ben Moorkirky with the big board. He kicks it back out to Cannon. Chad Cannon hits Neby on the little give and go. Nice job by Rob Neby bouncing off players. He's got 20 on the night.
That was a very nice shot.
Nice pass by Cannon as well to lead him into that key. Perry with the 12-foot jumper, no good. Rebound comes down, Chad Cannon into Pollard. Pollard will bring it up the right side for the Batman Bears. Pollard looks to take it to the hole. It's going to be stolen away by Evans. Evans brings it up the left side. Pass up ahead. It's going to be off Pollard, out of bounds, as Jace Anderson set to come back into the ball game for the Jackets. He'll replace Perry. Anderson will inbound the basketball underneath his own basket, kicks it out to Deenham. Deenham with the basketball. Back to Anderson. Anderson with it. Evans. Johnson. Johnson has it knocked loose. Longo picks it up. Taylor Longo takes it to the hole. He goes up. It's no good. Moorkirky with the rebound. Kicks it out to Cannon. Chad Cannon goes to Neby. Neby is going to be whistled for the offensive foul, as they have been consistent on that call all night. That offensive foul.
Yep. That is.
Rob picks up his first foul on the evening here. Second team foul here in this second half for the Bears. Jacket basketball. Deenham up the right side. Deenham with the ball. Takes it around. Bears playing tough man-to-man defense here all night long. Jace Anderson with it. Goes to Evans. Back to Anderson. Looking inside to Johnson. Johnson has it. Baseline. Makes a nice move. Up, no good. Tough shot. Rebound by Longo. Longo comes back the other way on the left side for the Batman Bears. Pollard with the basketball. Pollard hands it to Longo, and Longo's going to be fouled by Jace Anderson. And the Jackets are going to pick up their first foul here in the second half, and Anderson picks up his second. 17:26 to go in our ball game. 51-27 Batman Bears. Pollard to Neby. Neby with the basketball, penetrates, kicks back out to Longo. Longo looks inside, nothing there. Kicks back out. Stolk with the basketball, goes up. Tough shot. Blocked in there by Johnson as Jace Anderson comes out, gets it to Deenham. Deenham across the timeline, kicks it up to Elkhorn for two. Cade Elkhorn, nice pass from Deenham. 51-29. Pollard with the basketball, goes to Cannon. Cannon has it on the right side. Chan goes to Longo. Taylor Longo trying to get on the scoreboard here tonight from the field as Deenham brings it back the other way. Johnson with it, goes to Elkhorn. Deenham looks inside to Johnson, nothing there. Jace Anderson shot on top of the key, no good. Rebound comes down to Neby. 16:29 to go here in this ball game. Rocky on top, 51-29. Nice crowd. This ball's going to be stolen by Jace Anderson, and Jace will cruise in and put one up off the glass. 51-31, back to a 21-point contest here. Rocky on top with 16:06 to go in the ball game. Neby with the basketball on the left side, goes into Stolk. Stolk, skip pass, Cannon in the corner, two-pointer, no good. Rebound comes down to Elkhorn, out to Deenham. Deenham brings it up for the Jackets, kicks it to Johnson. Johnson goes to Evans. Evans underneath to Elkhorn. Elkhorn, big move on the baseline, no good. Rebound comes down to Neby. Hardaway getting set to come back in. Pollard with the basketball. Free throw line. Puts up the scoop shot. It rolls in. Yes, Trent Pollard. He used all the English and language he could on that shot to get that one to go in. Mark 53-31. Bears on top. 15-17 to go in the ball game. Alcorn with the basketball out on top. Goes to Evans. Evans three-point shot off the back iron. Rebound comes down. Cannonen out to Pollard. Bears liking the transition game here tonight. Penetrates, and they're going to take it to the hole. And once again, that charging foul. I don't think I've seen this many charging fouls called in a college basketball game in 10 years.
I don't think so either.
Maybe 20. We got a hockey change for the Jackets. Coming in for the Bears is going to be Wedgeworth and Hardaway. Jackets will inbound the basketball in the backcourt. 15:01 to go here in this ball game. 53-21, Rocky on top.
MSU cannot buy a basket from the three-point line. They've had some wide open shots.
Yeah, they definitely had some looks. Beverly has an awful nice shot. He's in there now. Oh, excuse me, that's not Beverly. It's Lessinger. Beverly is in there, though. Coach Stevens doing a line change on me here. Johnson with the basketball goes to Perry. Perry gets it into Beverly, or Lessinger goes to work. Excuse me, does a nice job. Shot no good. And it comes out to Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth brings it down left side. Looking for Hardaway, nothing there. Taylor Longo with the basketball. Kicks it to Stokes. And Taylor's going to be fouled. They're going to say it's
who's it?
Johnson's going to be Emmanuel Johnson picks up the foul. That'll be 2 on him. 2 team fouls on Rocky. It'll be Rocky basketball under their own basket. It's Wedgeworth will inbound the basketball. Looking for Longo, nothing there. Neby with the basketball, penetrates, free throw line, kicks back out. Hardaway will set things up. Hardaway takes it left side to the hole, and he's going to be fouled on the way to the basket. And Jelani Hardaway will shoot a couple. That'll be 3 fouls on Beverly of the Jackets. 14-13 to go here in the ball game. Bears hanging on to this 22-point margin, 53-31. 3 team fouls apiece. Battling Bears have 6 timeouts, and the Jackets have 1. Free throws up and good by Hardaway. Nice crowd on hand here tonight.
Yeah.
Student section's actually pretty quiet, Mark.
Yeah.
The big margin in this game has kind of taken the students out of it thus far.
Well, I don't see our soccer players over there. I was wondering.
They might be out of town. But they do have home games this Saturday. Both men and women will be here. As it's going to be Longo fighting for the loose ball out there. And a couple of the fans got to participate with the players there as Longo heads into the stands. Going to be off of him. It'll be Jacket basketball, 14:03 to go in the ball game.
Derek Graves came in for Longo.
Lessinger gets it to Matthews. Johnson, Emmanuel Johnson with it, takes it to the hole, puts up the runner, and
block there. First
we got, I thought we had one official calling a charge, the other one, but it's going to be a block. Basket's going to be good by Johnson. We'll have a timeout on the floor. 13:54 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top, 55-33. We'll be back in 1 minute.
RMC's Battling Bears invite you to bring your toddlers age 3 and under to Rocky vs. Barrow College football on Saturday, November 7th, and participate in the Battling Bears Cubs toddler race at halftime. Sign up will take place at the game and win great prizes. This month's Billings Clinic Baby of the Month winner will be announced at this Saturday's football game. Let's hear it for that cheer squad.
And welcome back to the Fortin Center here, First Interstate Bank Court here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. As Coach Dreisen said in the pregame, this is the only crosstown rivalry in college basketball in the state of Montana. And it's good to see it back, being back to action here. See these two schools go at each other here on the basketball court. The women will go as well this year. They both play home and away. At the line for the Jackets will be Emmanuel Johnson. He will try to complete this three-point play. And that one's going to be off, no good, and the rebound comes down to Hardaway. Hardaway brings it back the other way behind his back. Big block by Beverly. Or was it Lessinger? Lessinger or Beverly? I'm not sure who got that one blocked. They're both left-handed.
Wow.
But it's going to be off of Rocky, out of bounds. It'll be Jacket basketball. Denham comes back in for the Jackets. Beverly gets him the basketball. Denham has it. Reverses, tries to penetrate. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Perry. Now to Johnson. Johnson with the basketball to Perry. Perry looks to penetrate. Nothing there. Great job on defense by Hardaway. Johnson. Beverly for three. It's good. The big left-hander, the freshman, 6'7" out of Wilton, California. Finally hits a three-pointer for the Jackets, Mark. That might be their first three-pointer of the night, is it? They've got two. Hardaway finds Stalk. Out to Graves, to Nebe for three at the top of the key. Off, no good. Big rebound. Comes down to Beverly. Beverly kicks out to Lessinger. Lessinger's three-pointer's good. They come down with back-to-back three-pointers. Wow. 55-39. Bears on top of the Jackets. I just have a feeling this is going to be close at the end. Graves tries to go at the hole, loses the handle on it, and it's going to be Johnson. Goes to Perry. Perry, nothing there. Kicks it back out. Lessinger around to Beverly. Beverly's three-pointer, good.
He's warming up.
As Beverly hits two three-pointers, Lessinger hits one. 55, 42, 12, 30 to go in the ball game. And the Jackets hit three big three-pointers. Coach Dreisen is taking a timeout. We'll take a 30. We'll be right back.
Full timeout call by your Battle Bears. Rocky Mountain College and Battle Bears.
Stay 30.
I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for the 2015-16 year. Universal Athletic Service, Pepsi of Billings, Stockton Oil Company, Tiny's Tavern, Clock Tower Inn, Fuddruckers Restaurant, Western Awards Upgraded, Signpost, Universal Awards, Blue Cross and Blue
And
Shield
welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Mark, Jackets warming up here. They come down, they hit three big three-pointers in this ball game, but kind of want to talk about the rule changes. You know, that 35-second clock going to a 30-second shot clock. I talked to a couple college coaches this summer, and you know, if you're going to play some pressure defense, full court pressure defense, and you take 10 or 12 seconds to get across the timeline, that 5 seconds is going to make a big difference in the ball game.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I mean, I was just thinking of Coach Hughes up there in Northern.
Yeah.
He's gonna, melts that thing down more times than not, and that'll be interesting. You're right.
And it, Rockies put a little bit of pressure, full court pressure a couple times this game, but I think we're going to see some more of it here before it's over.
Yeah.
Back to live action with Hardaway. Hardaway, nice move. I don't know what he did there, but it was nice.
Hardaway.
And he picks up two more. Jelani Hardaway, 57-24, our score, as this is Johnson. Johnson with the ball, back out to Perry. Perry has it. Tries to penetrate, nothing there. Goes back out to Johnson. Johnson, Denham head and shoulders fake. 16-footers up and good. Nice play by Denham out of Malta. 4-2, 57-44, 13-point game. 11:50 to go here in the contest.
Yeah. Intensity has really picked up. Both teams.
Wedgeworth goes to Nebe, and You know, Mark, I think one thing that's kind of helped MSUB is they've gone strictly man-to-man here in the second half, and it's kind of picked their tempo up. You know, they picked their tempo up defensively, and that's kind of fed their offense to get them going as well. Evans, Jace Anderson coming in. Evans coming back in for the Jackets. It'll be Bear basketball underneath their own basket. Betcher comes in for the Bears, and the referee throws it to Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth wasn't really ready for it, and they'll do it all over again. Wedgeworth with the inbounds pass to Hardaway. Hardaway, nothing there, and looks inside to Betcher. Betcher working hard in there. Danny takes it to the hole, and it's going to be blocked as Betcher getting his first taste here at home against some college competition. And it is a battle in there as this is Lessinger going the back door for two more. So Lessinger coming alive here in this second half. 11-point game, Bears on top, 57-46. Hardaway shots up and good. Janelli Hardaway.
He's just out muscling his defensive man the last few times.
And it's Jace Anderson on top here. Goes down to Deenham. Deenham with the ball in the corner. 10:52 to go in the ball game. Perry, Evans with the basketball. Drops into Lessinger. Lessinger goes up. He's going to be fouled. Foul's going to go against Betcher. And Lessinger will go to the line to shoot a couple here as Ben Moorkirky getting set to come back into the ball game.
Number 3, Lessinger to the line, shooting 2.
Lessinger will go to the line, shoot 2 here.
I do not have MSU with a turnover this second half. I could be wrong, but
They've played pretty good basketball.
they've played very well the second half.
Pollard coming in as well as Moorkirky for the Bears. On the floor for the Battling Bears, it's Pollard, Longo, Moorkirky, Hardaway, and Needy. Shot's going to be missed, and they're going to go out of bounds off the Bears. It'll be Jacket basketball with Jace Anderson taking the ball out of bounds underneath his own basket here. Anderson looks, gets it in to Perry. Perry penetrates in the paint, shots up, no good. And it's Hardaway coming down. Hardaway going the other way. He's got Longo going the other far side. Great spin move. Shot no good. And it's Deenham coming back the other way against Neby. Neby gets a hand on it. Hardaway with the board comes back the other way. He goes to Moorkirky. Longo looked at the three, penetrates, goes to Pollard. Pollard with it on the right side. He'll bring it out. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Skip past Neby on the left side. He's guarded by Deenham. Penetrates, cut off. Longo for three. Tater, good. Tater, Longo. Tater hits the big three-pointer.
Yeah, that one was big.
As it
Defensive play.
Jackets try to go inside. Got a foul. It's going to go against Rob Neby. 62-47. Or Ben Moorkirky, excuse me. I thought it was Neby. Jacket basketball underneath. Perry will inbound. Perry out to Deenham. Deenham with the ball out on top. Perry with it back, looking for Lessinger inside. He's had some success. Knocked away by Neby from backside. Goes to Hardaway. Hardaway kicks back out. Pollard, free throw line. He'll bring it out. Penetrates. Gets in the paint. Puts up a roller. He's going to be fouled. And it's going to be Trenton Pollard going to the line to shoot two for the Bears.
Fouls on the Yellow Jackets, number 3, Zach Lessinger.
Lessinger picks up his second foul.
Team fifth. Number 1, Trenton
Pollard goes back to the line.
Pollard had Neby wide open there on the top, and probably would have been an automatic three.
Free throws up and good. 63-47 our score. 9:30 to go as Derek Graves set to come back in. He'll come in, give Rob Neby a little break. As Cade Elkhorn comes back in for the Jackets as well. Pollard getting set for that second free throw here. It's up and good, 64-47. Back to a 17-point ball game. Beenham with the basketball on the right side. Beenham goes to Perry. Perry looking for a screen out on top. Gets one. Tries to go up, and he's going to be fouled.
Hardaway.
Going to go against Jelani Hardaway. It'll be a 1-on-1 situation, as that is the 7th foul on the Batman Bears. Perry at the charity stripe here. 9:17 to go in our ball game. Full house here at Rocky. Free throws up and good. Perry taking his time. Second shot rolls around. It is good. 64-49. Bears on top. Pollard comes down the left side for the Batman Bears. Goes to Graves. Derek Graves with the basketball. Penetrate. Pollard. Pollard gets a baseline screen. Pulls up. Jumper from 17 is good. Tough shot behind the backboard by Trenton Pollard. 66-49. Acorn with it out on top. Goes to Johnson. Beenham. Perry. Johnson. Guarded there by Longo. They get it into Alcorn. Alcorn with the basketball trying to make a move. Nothing there. Kicks out to Perry.
Hardaway again.
And Hardaway, yes, picks up 2 back-to-back fouls. Mark, and the shot clock was down to 9 seconds there. It was running down as well.
That's his 4th personal foul. Team 8. Number 24, Jordan Perry to the line for a 1.
Jordan Perry goes right back to the line here. He just made a couple. Delani Hardaway will come out, and Nebe will come in for him. Nebe directing traffic out there. Make sure that everybody knows who's guarding everybody here when he comes back into the ball game. Perry's free throw is good. Jackets definitely playing a different, basically a different, totally different ball club than what they were that first half.
Yep. Way less turnovers.
Second shot is good as well. 66-51. Pollard brings her up for the Batman Bears. They have the ball and the lead. Pollard pulls up, 17-footer in and out, no good. Nebe scoops up the loose ball, 4-2. Rob Nebe picks up 2 more. 68-51. Perry with the basketball, nearly stolen away by Graves, and Perry may have got away with a double dribble there. Alcorn back to Perry for 3. It's good. And Coach Stevens wants a full timeout with 8:11 to go here. 68-54. Bears on top. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Called by the Yellow Jackets. How about that cheer squad?
And welcome back to the Fort Center First Interstate Bank Court here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Crosstown rivalry, only crosstown college rivalry in Montana. MSUB and Rocky Mountain College. MSUB, a Division II school in the NCAA ranks. Rocky Mountain College, a Division I school in NAIA. It'll be Bear basketball in the backcourt. DB will inbound. He'll get it to Pollard. 8:11 to go here in the ball game. 68-54. Nice crowd on hand here as the Battling Bears in those home white uniforms and the Jackets in their road blue. Neby pulls up, elbow jumper's good. Rob Neby picks up 2 more. 70-54. Acorn gets the ball. Spin move, takes it to the hole. Shots no good. Derek Graves comes out of there with the rebound. Graves brings it up. Kicks back to Pollard. Pollard looks, has Neby wide open, doesn't get him the basketball. Longo on the back door, and Taylor Longo's going to be called for another charge here. As Mark, these charge fouls are just kind of off the charge here tonight. From what I've seen, Lessinger coming back into the game for the Jackets, as well as Beverly.
Beverly has 4 fouls, and 8 minutes to go. Coach has decided to play him.
Well, he's hit 2 big 3-pointers there. You know, it kind of he and Lester.
Yes.
They kind of got the Jackets back into this ball game. So, Coach Stevens, you know, he's a freshman. Says, you know, this is really an exhibition game. Let's get out there and see if you can play this final 8 minutes with those 4 fouls.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Johnson to Perry. Perry with the ball on top. Goes back to Johnson. They get it inside to Lessinger. Lessinger had some luck in there. Puts up the runner. No good. Longo comes down with the rebound. Longo out on top. Finds Neby on the side. Robbie for 3. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound fought for. It's going to go out of bounds. We'll say who it is. It is going to stay Rocky basketball.
Heck of an effort by Warkirky. He reached around and tipped that out of there.
And Coach Stevens not too happy about the call. He was wanting a foul out of that.
I think so, yeah.
Bears with the basketball. Comes back. Pollard has it on the far side. Puts up a quick 3-pointer short. And it's Lessinger with the rebound. Deenham gets it down the right side. Deenham back out to Johnson. 6:55 to go in the ball game. Rocky up 70-54 here, a 16-point margin. Beverly's had the hot hand. Kicks it to Lessinger. Lessinger tries to go baseline, puts it up. He'll be fouled. And I believe it's going to be Ben Warkirky picking up. I think that'll be his 4th foul.
4 or 5.
Foul.
That's 10 team fouls on Rocky. Only 5 team fouls on the Jackets here in the second half. Joe Stolk coming back in. And it's a media timeout. 6:44 to go in the ball game. 70-54. Rocky on top. We'll be back in 1 minute.
One of our great sponsors, Pizza Hut, is going to give away some free pizzas tonight. If you want to get a pizza, impress those cheerleaders by showing off some of your dance moves. The person with the best dance moves is going to win a free pizza. Get on your feet and dance.
And welcome back to the Fort Center. Mark, how many points has Robbie got?
Oh, man. Robbie had 18 at half, 20, 22, 24. And, well, he's up to 24, actually.
Yeah, Robbie Neby having a nice night here out of Plentywood, Montana. Up there, mini sticks up there
Yes.
in your old country.
Yeah, good area up there. It's nice and cool.
Lester goes to the line. He'll be shooting 2. First one is up and good. 70-55, Rocky on top. Second free throw by Lester, good as well. Nebe will inbound the basketball, gets it to Pollard. Pollard will bring it up the left side. Pollard guarded by Dienham. Dienham, Pollard. And it's going to be an over and back call.
Turnover.
Nice job by Dienham to stay with that one.
Showing his quickness coming out and pressuring him. That's a heck of an effort. Pollard's pretty quick.
Yes, he is. A lot of quickness on the floor here tonight. Dienham takes it up the right side, looking for a screen. There gets one from Beverly, kicks back to Beverly. Beverly penetrates baseline, kicks out to Perry. Perry goes to the hole. Dienham, 17-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Pollard. Trenton Pollard will bring it up for the Bears. 6:12 to go in the ball game. Bears hanging on to this 14-point lead here. Longo with the pass. He's going to take it, goes to Graves. Graves from Taylor Longo as Derek Graves makes a nice floater there. 72-56 our score. Beverly gets it, and he's going to be fouled by Taylor Longo.
Oh, man.
As Longo's going to pick up his fourth foul, so that's 4 on Taylor Longo. I believe 3 of those 4 are charging fouls, Mark.
Yeah.
And Ben Morkirk also on the bench with 4 fouls as well. Jackets in the penalty here. 10 fouls on the scoreboard.
I thought he did a great job defense there. He was just being a little physical, stepping out through those 2, trying to set that screen, you know. And so it was a judgment call. It could have been offense or defense there.
Jace Anderson getting set to come in for the Jackets here. Beverly's first free throw is going to bounce off as Anderson will replace Perry. Hardaway coming back in. Hardaway's got, he's got 4 fouls as well. That's correct.
Yeah.
Batlin Bears in some foul trouble here with 3 players with 4 fouls. Only 5 team fouls this second half on the Jackets. Shot no good. Big rebound. Derek Graves. Graves comes back the other way. Pollard with the basketball. Out to Stoltz. Stoltz has it. Kicks it to Hardaway. Hardaway, quick move, comes back, finds Graves underneath. Graves can't finish the dunk. And Jackets come back the other way. Dienham takes it to the hole, no good. Rebound comes down, Joel Stoltz. Stoltz gets it to Nebe, up to Hardaway. Hardaway has it on the left side. And Janali is hit hard by Jace Anderson. He'll go down. But that is only the 6th team foul. It'll be Rocky basketball underneath.
Yeah, a little fast action here back and forth, but
Tough play there as a great pass from Hardaway to Derek Graves. And Derek really had no choice but try to go up and dunk that. He was kind of behind the backboard, really had no other chance of getting that ball up. Inbounds pass comes around to Graves on top. They go to Pollard. Pollard with it. Gets a screen by Nebe. Found Stalk underneath. Kicks it to Nebe for 2. Rob Nebe picks up 2 more for the Batlin Bears. 74-56. Back to an 18-point margin with Perry with the basketball on top. Perry guarded out there by Graves. They go into Lessinger. He's guarded by Stalk. Back out to Perry. Perry penetrates, but nearly stolen. Jace Anderson for 3. He's going to be fouled on the 3-pointer. Joel Stokes picks up the foul, and those are one you don't want to see. They're going to send him to the line, and Jace, a pretty good free throw shooter, going to go there and shoot 3 free throws. 74-56, 4:40 to go in our ball game. Both teams in the bonus here, the Jackets in the double bonus. Anderson's first free throw is good. The Bears will shoot a 1-and-1 on the next foul by the Jackets. Rocky has 5 timeouts remaining. The Jackets and Jamie Stevens with 1. Jace Anderson's second free throw off the front iron, no good. We got a timeout here on the floor by the Batlin Bears. 4:40 to go, 74-57. It's a 30. We'll take one as well.
30-second timeout call.
welcome back to First Interstate Bank Court here at the Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College, as it is Jace Anderson at the line to shoot that final of his 3 free throws. It's up and good. 74-58 our score, 4:39 to go in the ball game. Battling Bears on top. Pollard goes to Hardaway. Hardaway with it on top. Finds Stokes underneath, and Joe has it stripped loose. Derek Grace fighting for the basketball, and he comes out of there with it. Shot clock at 13. Hardaway with it on top, guarded by Deenham. Spin moves, finds Graves underneath, up and good. Great pass by Hardaway to Graves once again for 2 more, 76-58. Perry with the basketball. Beverly to Jace Anderson. Anderson with it. Kicks it out on top. Beverly with the basketball. Kicks underneath. Shot's going to be up by Lessinger. No good. Rebound comes down to Stalk. And it'll be Pollard coming back the other way, guarded by Anderson. Great job by Anderson to stop the penetration there. And this one's going to be thrown out of bounds. That might have been a field goal out there on the football field. It'll be Jacket basketball. Betcher comes back in. Acorn comes in. Evans comes in for the Jackets. Longo coming back for the Bears. And Perry coming back for the Jackets. A lot of new faces here. This 3:46 to go here. I'm sure both these coaches trying to give some of these players about a minute blow here, Mark, and have them for that last final 2 minutes. Johnson with the basketball. Goes to Perry. Perry has it on top. Goes to Evans. They get it inside to Acorn. Acorn back out to Johnson for 3. It's good. Coach Stevens wants a timeout. It'll be a 30. 3:27 to go. 76-61 Rocky. Will be back in 30.
Second timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. Fans, it's time to get out those 50-50 tickets. We have a blue ticket, number 5. We'll start that number over again. It's number 557-300. Once again, that's a 557-300. If you have the winning ticket.
And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. It'll be Battling Bear basketball in the backcourt. It'll be Jelani Hardaway coming up. Coach. Yes, it is a 1-2-2 zone defense here by the Jackets. See what the Bears do with it. You know, Mark, they're probably fine with this. Take a little time off the clock. I'm sure that Coach Drykosen talked about that. Shot clock down to 11 seconds. Hardaway puts up the runner, no good. Rebound comes down to Perry. Perry has the basketball, brings it up the right side for the Jackets. Goes to Evans. Evans with it, back out to Perry. Perry puts up the three-pointer, bounces around, no good. And Betcher gets a huge rebound for the Bears. Longo comes back the other way, gets it to Nebe. Nebe to Hardaway. 2:42 to go on the game clock as the Battling Bears, Longo looked at the three, didn't take it. Back to Nebe on the far side. Nebe finds Hardaway. Shot clock at 5, 4. They get it into Graves. Graves, a great effort there with the left hand. Couldn't get it to fall. 76-61 with 2:19 to go here. Deenham with the basketball. Pollard set to come back into the ball game. Next head ball for the Battling Bears. I'm sure Coach Stevens may come back with some players as well. Evans for 3. It's good. And Coach Stevens wants another timeout. 2:03 to go in the ball game.
This is going to get interesting.
64. Rocky on top. It's a full. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Full timeout called by the Yellow Jackets. Fans, the winner of tonight's 50-50 was Josh McDowell. Josh donated all that money back to the Bob and Robin Cummings fundraiser. Thanks, Josh. Way to go. Fans, it's senior day for men's and women's soccer this Saturday, October 31st on Halloween. The Battling Bears are hosting the Jamestown Jennies. the last regular season match result. The women's match will begin at 12:30, with the men's match beginning at 2:30 p.m. Don't forget to come out on Halloween and support those soccer players.
And welcome back to the Rocky Mountain College, and want to remind everybody, big weekend here at Rocky, as the soccer teams are both here at home on Saturday. Football will take on Southern Oregon, the defending national champions, and they are rated #1 in the nation this week. So huge game here at Rocky. Rocky's always played well against Southern Oregon. We're back to live action. Longo brings it up, and he's going to be fouled by Jace Anderson. And Taylor Longo will go up the charity stripe here, as that will put the Bears into the penalty situation, bonus situation. 17 foul on Jackets. Anderson picking up his 4th foul. Evans and Beverly coming back into the game for the Jackets. The Coach Stevens, I believe, going a little offense, defense here.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
1:59 to go, and Derek Graves coming back for the Jackets as well. Or the Bears. He'll replace Ben Morkirky.
Trying to match up their personnel, these two coaches.
Taylor Longo at the line for a 1-and-1. It's good. Longo and Nebe making sure that everybody on the floor knows who they're guarding here.
Yeah.
They don't want to give up an easy one. Longo, second free throw off the front iron. No good. Big rebound, Derek Graves.
Huge. Don't be shooting it.
And he can get up in the air, folks. He's got some hops.
He does.
Out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Longo with the basketball out on top. Hardaway with it. Free throw line. Now backs out. Shot clock at 13. Bears going to take time off the clock here. It's down to 10. And they find Nebe underneath. And Robbie misses the easy one. Gets his own rebound. Big block in there by Perry. Or no, excuse me. That is Johnson. Johnson gets the ball the other way. Kicks out to Anderson for 3. No good. Rebound Pollard. Pollard with the basketball. 1:17 to go in the ball game. 77-64. And Hardaway has the ball. Longo with it out on top to Hardaway. Hardaway's going to be fouled by Johnson. 1:04 to go here in the ball game, as Jelani Hardaway will go to the charity stripe to shoot a 1-and-1.
Yep.
Coming back in for the Jackets will be Matthews and Perry. Lessinger coming in as well. Back to that offense-defensive strategy by Coach Stevens, but I really like this freshman class that Coach Stevens has coming in here. And Coach Drykosen, a couple of nice pickups as well this year in Pollard and Hardaway. I think this Hardaway kid's going to be a good one for the Battling Bears.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that the Jackets played real well the second half. I mean, they were down 20 at half, but they've outplayed them.
And Hardaway gets the loose ball, no good. Nebe picks up the scrap and puts it in. 80-64, Battling Bears on top. And the shot's going to be put up by Matthews, no good. Rebound Nebe. Nebe far side to Graves. Graves does the smart thing, brings it back out. He could have had an easy layup there, but they bring it out. Take some time off the clock. Pollard out there with the basketball. 40 seconds, under 40 seconds to go here in the ball game. Pollard guarded out there by Beverly. Pollard finds Graves, back to Pollard. Shot clock at 4. The ball's loose, picked up there by the Jackets and Matthews. Matthews goes to Anderson for 3. No good. Rebound Graves. We got a whistle and a foul. as we'll see what this foul's all about. Sounds like they're going to call it on Derek Graves. Is going to pick the foul up on the rebound. That'll send Beverly to the charity stripe here for the Jackets. 14 and a half seconds to go in our ball game. Rocky on top by the score of 80-64. Beverly will shoot 2. Shot is up and good. Want to thank our sponsors on Montana Sportscast, First Interstate Bank and Big Sky Pepsi here in Billings for tonight's sponsors on Montana Sportscast. Second shot's up and no good. Rebound comes down to Neby. Robbie gets it to Longo. Longo with the basketball. Longo takes it to the hole. Dribbles all the way around. This clock runs out, and that'll be our ball game. Our final score, the Batlin Bears 80 and the Jackets 65. We'll be back in 3 minutes with our final stats and final thoughts on this game. Back in 3.
Basketball team opens their home schedule November 3rd when they host crosstown rival Montana State University Billings. Game time is at 7 p.m. here in the Ford Center. Rocky Mountain College, Batlin Bear Athletics would like to thank their corporate sponsors for the 2015-16 year. Stockman Bank, Montana National Guard, EBMS, Perkins, Tractor and Equipment Company, Quality Inn, Q2 and K2EQ, Rocky Mountain Bank, Underwriter Motors, Northwestern Energy, 360 Office Solutions, Yellowstone Bank, EFX Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, and the Montana Tobacco Twin Line. Fans, don't forget to come out for another Halloween sports special as your Batlin Bears football team hosts the #1 team.
How long are you staying with us, Andy? You're off.
National champion, Southern Oregon University Raiders. Game time
Not
is
too
at
long.
12
Once we get
p.m.
stats, we'll go with them.
This Saturday, Halloween. If you were unable to attend any Batlin Bears games this year, don't forget you can catch all the live action on the web by logging on to live.rocky.edu. Please help us keep the Portland Center clean by picking up any garbage around you and put it in a can near you. Thank you for your support and go Batlin Bears!
And welcome back to the Ford Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College as the Batlin Bears come out on top here tonight. 80-65. Mark, you got some stats for us there?
Oh, yeah. Starting with MSU Jackets, score a total of points of 63. Kendall Denham had 2 points total. Zach Lessinger had 10. Emmanuel Johnson had 11. Jordan Perry had 7. Christian Evans with 3. Preston Beverly with 13. Mark Matthews with 2. Jace Anderson with 7, and Cade Alcorn with 6, with a total of 63 points. They had 36 rebounds. The leading rebounder was Christian Evans with 7. Kendall Denham had 6, and Zach Lessinger had 5. The turnovers, they ended up with 16, so they only had about 3 or 4 that second half. Better job there. Shooting from the field goals, they were 11 for 30 in the second half, 6 for 11 from the three-point line for 54%, and free throws 10 for 16 for 62%, gave them 63 points. For the Rocky Mountain Bears, leading the team with points was Rob Neby with 28. Ben Moorkirky had 5. Trenton Pollard with 15. Chad Cannonen had 5. Taylor Longo with 5. Terry Lee Wedgeworth with 2. Derek Graves with 6. Jelani Hardaway with 9. Danny Betcher with 1. And Joe Stolick with 4. Total of 80 points. Total rebounds were 52. Rob led the team with 9. Ben Moorkirky had 8. Trenton Pollard had 7. And Derek Graves had 6. So those were our top rebounders with 52 total rebounds. And turnovers with 17 for the game. From the field, they were 12 for 31 for the second half, 1 for 7 from the three-point line for 14%. And 6 for 8 from the free throw line, 75%. So much different second half for the Rocky Mountain Bears in the first half. But once again, a very good victory for them. 80 total points, 80 to 63 for the win tonight. So, Bob, what'd you think?
I was impressed with Rob Neby. He's always been one of my favorite players. Mark, you talk about the 28 points. He had 9 rebounds to go along with that. Just missed a double-double by 1 there. 4 offensive boards. He's in there battling on both ends. 4 offensive, 5 defensive. But I thought overall the Batwin Bears did a very nice job of sharing the basketball tonight. The scoring doesn't show that so much with Robbie getting 28 points and Trenton Pollard getting 15. And no one else in double figures. Hardaway down there with 9 points, but I thought they played very good team ball here tonight. This early in the season, I thought the chemistry looked very well.
Yeah, for this early, and you can tell they've had a couple of games, but they have some guards that are going to come and help them. I definitely think Pollard really played well the second half, and he only ended up with, he had 6 turnovers there, and I think that'll just get better.
Yeah.
I mean, he's handling the ball a lot. Yep. And that just like you said with Rob, I mean, Rob is one of my favorite players in the league. And, here he is, 28 points. He only had 1 turnover. So that's pretty amazing. I do think the other kids are going to come around and score a little bit and get into their offense. But you're right, they played very well.
And this MSU B team, Mark, they played a great second half.
They did.
I really like this freshman class that Coach Stevens has. Once again, I want to remind everyone that we do a Frontier Conference podcast here on mtsportscast.com every week. Tom Kurtz and I, we talk for about an hour, maybe a little longer, about things going on in Frontier Conference. Join us there on MT Sportscast for that. And also a big weekend here at Rocky Mountain College, as the soccer teams will be playing at 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock or something like that on Saturday afternoon. The Batwin 2:30. Okay, Andy says 2:30. And the Bears take on Southern Oregon in football. That game kicking off. Now, take note, folks. It starts at 12 o'clock noon, not 1 o'clock this week. So we will see. Join us out there as the number 1 team in the nation comes to town, takes on the Batwin Bears, and they're also the defending state champions. I want to thank Andy up in the booth up there for engineering our broadcast tonight. For Bob Ritterott and Mark West, our final here tonight from the Fortin Center, 80-65, Rocky Mountain College over MSUB. Stay safe and God bless America.